both on Aisha Jumwa, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there are charges that have been leveled against the Honorable Aisha Jumwa, and indeed affidavits were even filed against Aisha Jumwa, against Mithika Linturi, one against Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, and the committee was able to consider all these petitions and memoranda that were filed by members of the public in line with the constitutional provisions to allow for public participation. And indeed, the people of Kenya did not just exercise their right to public participation by submitting memoranda to the National Assembly to be considered as we vetted these people, but they also participated in the actual vetting of these nominees. Since the fourth estate, Honorable Speaker, as we thank them and appreciate the work that they did to cover the proceedings from morning to all the way to late in the evening, Honorable Speaker, through the fourth estate, Honorable Speaker, and our media agencies and media companies, Kenyans were able to participate in the vetting. And I must appreciate millions and thousands of Kenyans who supported the committee, vetted these nominees together with us, and would even send in questions by SMS and WhatsApp, and some, Honorable Speaker, by even making calls over lunchtime, putting specific questions to nominees, and I'm sure many of the committee members were able to represent their people by asking some of the questions that members of the public wanted to be put to these nominees, Honorable Speaker. And it's in great appreciation that our country has come of age, that Kenyans now are very conscious of what is going on in their country. And I'm sure, Honorable Speaker, last week, from 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. in the evening, Honorable Speaker, many Kenyans were glued to their TVs, watching and participating in the vetting exercise. And I'm sure, even as we seek to approve these nominees, Honorable Speaker, they will agree with many of us and many Kenyans that indeed these are nominees who have passed the test of time, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, without delving onto the issue that have been raised in the minority report, Honorable Speaker, the area where we could not agree between us and those who are in the minority, Honorable Speaker, was more ideological than anything else, Honorable Speaker. Because there are those of us who believe that in line with our Constitution, Honorable Speaker, every Kenyan has the right to assume, or rather to carry the presumption of innocence until you are proven guilty by a competent court of law. And it is indeed true, Honorable Speaker, that the Honorable Aisha Jumwa has been charged in court, but there is no court in the Republic of Kenya that has passed any judgment on the Honorable Aisha Jumwa, on the Honorable Mithika Linturi, and indeed, Honorable Speaker, it is worth noting that the criminal case that had been leveled against Honorable Mithika Linturi, or Senator Linturi, was actually withdrawn by the office of the DPP, Honorable Speaker. I know those in the minority, Honorable Speaker, did observe that the Honorable Linturi, without prompting from anyone, volunteered information to the committee that he had another close to 35 cases in court. But he was emphatic that none of those cases that he's prosecuting in court, or the cases that he has in court, are criminal in nature. They are all civil cases. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it was with that in mind that we thought, those of us in the majority, and I want to beg with this House to agree with the majority, that these two nominees are presumed innocent until they are proved guilty in a competent court. And since that has not happened, Honorable Speaker, it is only right that we give them the benefit of doubt. And in line with our statutes, Honorable Speaker, and our Constitution, should any of them, even those who have no cases in court, Honorable Speaker, should any of these nominees ever be found guilty of any criminal offense, Honorable Speaker, it is within the powers of this House to impeach